How did teaching in the Teach for America program inform the next steps in your career?
I think the experience of being in a classroom for me really made me realize the enormous problem that we have when it comes to education in America. I mean, we talk about providing equal opportunities and providing an education so that you can get ahead in life. And it was so clear to me that there were kids who were my students that essentially, because of the zip code they were born into and lived in, were going to be systematically denied opportunities. And that felt really wrong. And it felt like that was happening because of essentially adults, in the anonymous sense, not anyone specific in my district, but adults were making decisions on behalf of adults rather than on the behalf of kids, and arguing and fighting about things that really had nothing to do with leading kids to a better future. And I really believed that, knowing what I knew about what was going on and believing that I was a capable individual who could hopefully achieve a lot, that I felt this imperative to really work and stay in fixing what I say is big E education. And so by the end of the year, I had made the decision that I was not going to just be teaching for 2 years, and I enrolled in all the appropriate coursework to continue my full path toward certification as a teacher, and enrolled in a master's program as well, so that one day I could have a seat at the table and help make those decisions in the system and not be challenged on either my experience in the classroom or whatever piece of paper someone deemed was the appropriate ticket to entry to sit there and make the decisions. Certainly, my path has gone a little bit different, but I'm certainly still working on fixing big E education through the work that I do, and I think I'm just as passionate today about solving that problem as I was at the end of my first year in the classroom.
Yeah, and then after your time teaching science to 8th and 9th grade students, you went to work for Teach for America at the national level. Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
So when I thought about the opportunity to join the national team at Teach for America, I really felt that it was an opportunity to expand the number of students essentially that I could impact through my work. I was essentially going from not just one classroom in one school in one district, but to a role where I could be thinking about the problems that impacted regions of the organization across the country. And in fact, that's exactly the type of work that I took on, thinking about internal projects and systems that ultimately were rolled out and touching many regions and many more teachers, and through that, many, many more students.
Mm-hmm. You started to understand how the network worked.
Yeah, I started to see how, when you think about making change, that things like change management are things that you have to be concerned about, but also the commonality of challenges and problems from context to context. I think something that was a valuable and somewhat unique experience through working at an organization like Teach for America is that I was able to look across a variety of different contexts all at once and start to understand that something that I had experienced as a first-year teacher in my own classroom was actually a systematic and system-wide problem across education.